Not medication, not meditation, not some random trick. Just 4 minutes of touching 4 small points on your body and suddenly sleep. Something that once felt like a luxury for long-time insomniacs is back. Naturally, gently, and without any need for pills. If you are over the age of 60 and getting a good night's sleep is starting to feel more and more like a rare gift, you are definitely not alone. So many older adults experience this exact struggle, feeling physically drained, yet mentally stuck in overdrive. The body begs for rest, but the mind keeps running. Thoughts and worries cling to you through the night, making it feel endless. Maybe you have tried counting sheep, drinking warm milk, or even taking sleeping pills. And yet, you still find yourself wide awake. Well, today, I want to share with you a Korean-style sleep method that is astonishing people all over the world. And the best part is it only takes 4 minutes each night. This is not just some random life hack or a passing trend. It is a technique that helps your body reset its internal clock, soothe the nervous system, and ease you into sleep naturally, softly like a breath. In this video, I will show you 4 relaxation acupressure points. These points are widely used in traditional Eastern medicine, especially in Korea, China, and Japan. They have long been considered the keys to guiding the body into deep restoration and natural sleep. Before we begin, go ahead and leave a positive affirmation in the comments, something like, "I deserve a peaceful night's sleep." Like the video and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss any other healing content like this. Together we will create a space filled with positive energy where restful sleep is a given, not just a dream. Now, as a gift to yourself, the one who is searching for peace with every night's rest, let us begin this journey into discovering the Korean deep sleep method, gentle yet incredibly effective. The Korean philosophy around sleep is quite unique. They do not view it as just a basic biological function, but rather as a reflection of harmony between the body and the mind. They believe that if someone cannot sleep well, it means there is a disruption within the body, an internal imbalance, or a subtle disturbance in the nervous system and emotions. And to heal, that they do not immediately turn to medicine or high-tech devices. Instead, they choose to listen to the body, to feel where that imbalance is, and gently guide it back into a calm, natural state. One of the most effective techniques passed down for generations is this simple practice of relaxation acupressure. It is not complicated and it is not fancy. This method only takes a few minutes each evening, like a small ritual before bed. It is a moment for you to sit down, relax your shoulders, and gently place your hands on areas of your body that may seem unimportant, but are actually deeply connected to your central nervous system. With simple movements, pressing gently, breathing deeply, holding for a few seconds, and then letting go, you are sending a message to your body. Everything is okay. It is time to rest now, and the effects go far beyond just falling asleep faster. This technique also soothes your emotions. It calms the worries that build up during the day. It eases the quiet little wounds you may not even realize you are carrying. For those who often toss and turn, wake up in the middle of the night, or feel exhausted even after a full night's rest, this method works like a bridge. It gently carries you from a chaotic mental space into a safe zone where deep sleep and full body recovery happen naturally. And the most wonderful part, you are fully in control of this process. No dependency, no side effects, no expensive treatments, just you and your deep connection to your own body. That is the heart of the Korean deep sleep method, gentle, sustainable, and truly healing at the root. And now that you understand the power of this method, let us move on to the most important part, where 4 small touch points on the body become the key to unlocking deep, restful sleep. Number 1. Sha Fu point, also known as Heart 8. This point is located right beneath your ring finger. To find it, simply open your hand gently, let your fingers relax, and observe where the tip of your ring finger touches your palm when you close your hand softly. That spot is what Koreans call the second doorway to peace. It is not just a patch of skin, it is a communication hub, that directly connects to the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for calming the body and shifting it into a state of rest and healing. Stimulating this point is very simple, and you can do it right in bed without any special tools. Use the thumb of your opposite hand to press gently on the point with a steady rhythm. The pressure does not need to be strong, just enough to create a subtle tingling or a mild warmth that slowly spreads inward. While pressing, combine it with a simple but powerful breathing technique. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for about 2 seconds, then exhale slowly through your mouth over 6 seconds. Each time you breathe out, imagine yourself releasing all the stress, worry, and weariness you have been carrying. Doing this regularly for 3 to 5 minutes each night, you will begin to notice your heartbeat slowing down the atmosphere around you, becoming still, and your mind feeling lighter, like it has finally been freed from the invisible pressure it has been holding on to. This is not some random phenomenon. It is the result of calming the sympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for stress, and supporting the body's natural production of serotonin and melatonin. This acupressure point also has another amazing ability. It helps to release what could be called emotional tension cramps. Many older adults lie down at night expecting relief, only to feel their hearts grow heavier, flooded with memories, worries about the future, loneliness, or even just a quiet sense of disconnection. When you apply gentle pressure to this point, you are not only affecting the body physically, you are also opening a mental doorway that allows those heavy thoughts to flow out of you. Number 2. Taiishi point, also known as kidney 3. Among all the acupressure points linked to sleep, the Taiishi point stands out as one of the most unique. It does more than just help you fall asleep. It acts like a grounding wire connecting your body to the earth, stabilizing your entire nervous system, and returning your energy to a balanced state after a long and chaotic day. Taiishi is located at the inner ankle, a place most people rarely pay attention to, yet it serves as a central junction for many energy meridians that run from your head to your toes. To locate it, sit comfortably, bend your legs slightly, and use your fingers to find the soft hollow just in front of your Achilles tendon, right beside the inner ankle bone. When you touch the correct spot, you will feel a slight dip. It might feel cool or gently warm. That is the point you want to stimulate. Place your thumb on the spot and apply moderate pressure, enough to feel it clearly, but not enough to cause discomfort. Hold for about 5 seconds, release and repeat. While doing this, breathe slowly and deeply, inhaling deeply, pausing briefly, then exhaling slowly as if you are letting go of all accumulated stress. You can repeat this for 3 to 5 minutes on each foot, ideally in the evening before bed. Why is this point so important? Because it calms the central nervous system, regulates brain activity, lowers stress responses, and helps stabilize blood pressure and heart rate. In other words, when you activate this point properly, your body understands it is time to land, to transition from alert and reactive to peaceful and restorative. No more brain alerts, no more muscle tension, just a sense of surrender, as if you are melting into your soft bed. What is especially fascinating about the Taiishi point is that it does more than support sleep. It affects the root energy of your body. According to traditional Eastern medicine, this point is closely tied to the kidneys, the organs believed to store life energy and govern many vital functions. When you give this area regular attention, you do not just sleep better, you also feel less fatigue, experience fewer chills, gain emotional steadiness, and see a noticeable improvement in your overall health. Number 3. Shenmen point, also known as Heart 7. The Shenmen point is found on the inside of the wrist, where you can easily see 2 tendons running side by side when you bend your hands slightly. The hollow space right between those 2 tendons, just a short distance from your heart, is where this acupressure point lies. It is not only a biological location, but also an emotional center, housing many nerves that directly connect to the central nervous system, and the brain regions responsible for emotional regulation, sleep, and peace of mind. The technique is simple, but it requires your full presence. Find a comfortable sitting or lying position. Relax your shoulders and neck. Then use the thumb of your other hand to gently press on the Shenmen point. You do not need to press hard, just enough to feel solid contact, like you are sending a quiet signal to your body. Press and hold for about 5 seconds. Release, wait a few seconds, and repeat. As you press, breathe slowly and deeply. Inhale through the nose for 4 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, then exhale through the mouth over 6 to 7 seconds. Every breath helps to quiet the overactive nervous system that has been running all day. When done correctly, the first thing you may feel is a gentle warmth traveling down your arm, sometimes reaching your chest or palm. But the deeper effect is subtler. Your heartbeat slows the tension in your shoulders, and neck begins to dissolve, and the tightness in your forehead eases. That is the moment when Shenmen begins sending messages to the brain, stimulating the pineal gland to release natural melatonin, regulating your internal clock and preparing you for deep rest. There is nothing particularly special about this point, if you see it as just a spot on your skin. But if you approach it as a doorway, a place where you reconnect with yourself after a day of chasing life, then every time you press it becomes a small ceremony of coming home. A moment to sit down, do nothing, think nothing, just be fully present with yourself. In our modern world where everything moves fast and demands so much, a small act like this, just a few minutes each night, can become the most precious form of medicine. Not because it forces sleep to happen, but because it allows sleep to return on its own, like water flowing naturally back to where it belongs. Number 4. Yi Feng point, also known as Sanjiao 17. There are nights when you cannot fall asleep, not because your body is tired, but because your mind is overloaded. Not because of the coffee you drank late in the day, but because of emotions you never got the chance to release. It might be anger. It might be sadness. It might be old wounds that never had a name. For older adults, this is even more common when the heart carries too many untold stories, too many unsaid things, too many memories that silently creep into sleep. That is when you need to reach for a very special touch point, the Yi Feng point. This point is located right behind the ear, where the skin meets at the corner of the jaw, and the earlobe, a sensitive area that often goes unnoticed. To find the exact spot, gently tilt your head to one side and use your fingertips to trace along the bone behind your ear. When you feel a small hollow soft, yet deep, you have found the place. When you press it while breathing steadily, you may sense a subtle vibration spreading outward. What makes the Yi Feng point unique is not the physical sensation, but the emotional depth it can unlock. This is one of the rare points often called the emotional escape hatch. When activated correctly, it can release emotions that have been trapped for years, words left unspoken, grief, buried deep anger held tight for far too long. That is why, when pressing this point, some people are suddenly moved to tears without understanding why, as if the body is crying on behalf of the soul. The technique is not complicated. Use the tip of your index or middle finger to apply gentle, steady pressure to the Yi Feng point. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 1 to 2 seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth over 6 to 7 seconds. As you do this, let your mind quiet down. Do not try to manage your emotions. Let them arrive naturally, whether it is a lump in the throat, a strange emptiness, or a sudden sense of calm. Your body knows exactly what it is doing. And sometimes releasing emotion is the very first step toward real sleep, the kind of sleep not weighed down by what you have been holding in. The effect of stimulating the Yi Feng point goes beyond emotional release. It improves blood and energy circulation in the head area, which is often where tension builds up from stress. It helps soothe the cranial nerves and reduces tightness in the neck, shoulders, and upper back areas that tend to carry emotional pressure without you realizing it. After a few minutes of pressing this point, you may feel your ears opening up your head, becoming lighter, and most importantly, your mind beginning to let go. One important thing to remember: do not rush to judge the emotions that come up while pressing this point as good or bad. They are simply showing up to be seen, and like clouds blown by the wind, they will eventually pass. When emotions are released, the body feels lighter. And in that lightness, you may find yourself drifting into sleep, not because you are exhausted, but because you have finally stopped carrying everything alone. Although the acupressure and deep breathing techniques are simple, there are a few small but important things you should keep in mind to get the best results, details that many people often overlook. First, do not practice in a rush or when your mind is distracted. Acupressure is a moment of connection between you and your body, so give your full presence to every touch point and every breath. This not only increases the effectiveness, but also creates a much deeper sense of relaxation. Avoid eating too much or using stimulants such as coffee, strong tea, or alcohol before doing acupressure or going to bed. Your body needs to be in a light, clean state to fully receive the signals of relaxation from the pressure points. If your stomach is too full, energy will be directed toward digestion instead of calming the nervous system, and the method will not work as effectively. The ideal time to practice is about 30 minutes before going to bed. This helps your body gradually shift from active mode into rest mode, like gently guiding your brain into sleep mode in a calm and natural way. Avoid doing it too early in the day, which can throw off your biological rhythm, or too late when your body is already exhausted. Be consistent. You might feel a bit more relaxed on the first night but not fall asleep right away, and that is completely normal. Your body needs time to recognize and remember the signals, especially if you have experienced restless, broken sleep for a long time. Just like exercise, the results will come when you practice regularly and consistently. Lastly, if during the practice you feel unusual, sharp pain, dizziness, or persistent discomfort, pause and consult a professional. While acupressure is generally very safe, every body is different, and the most important thing is to listen to yourself. Even though this method is very effective for your sleep to be truly deep and fulfilling, one essential factor remains the ideal sleep environment, a space where both your body and mind can fully relax. First of all, lighting plays a key role. Try to keep your bedroom completely dark or use a soft, warm nightlight. Avoid cold white lights or blue light from screens such as televisions and phones. Blue light in particular suppresses melatonin production, the hormone that helps your body enter deep sleep. So make it a habit to turn off all glowing devices at least 30 minutes before bedtime. Room temperature also needs to be just right. Older adults tend to feel colder, but sleeping in a room that is too warm can cause discomfort and restlessness. The ideal temperature is typically between 68 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. You can use an extra light blanket, or adjust the air conditioner or heater according to the season, whatever helps your body feel just right, not too hot and not too cold. Sound is another important element. Your bedroom should be well insulated from noise. If you live near a noisy area, you can use white noise or natural sounds like gentle rain or flowing water to block out unwanted noise. These soothing sounds help relax the brain and prevent you from being startled awake during the night. Your mattress and pillows also matter. The mattress should have moderate firmness, not too soft, which can cause back pain, and not too hard, which puts pressure on your neck and shoulders. Pillows should support your neck properly, not too high to cause neck strain and not too low to make breathing difficult. A small body pillow can also help older adults feel more secure and sleep more easily. Finally, keep your sleep space private and calming. Avoid placing distracting items like a work desk, electronics, or glowing alarm clocks in your bedroom. Instead, consider adding a small vase of flowers, a few favorite books, or a framed family photo. Anything that creates a feeling of warmth and familiarity because sleep is not just about resting, it is a return to peace. And the space around you is what nurtures that feeling each and every night. Sleep, something that seems simple, but has become a luxury for so many, especially in later years. When your body is no longer as strong, when your mind still holds on to things you have not yet let go of, a full night of uninterrupted sleep can feel like a gift. But here is the truth. Sleep is not something we must trade away with age. It has always been there waiting for you to return to it, gently, naturally, and with love. All it takes is a few minutes each night, placing your hands on peaceful touch points, breathing slowly, deeply, and letting go of all your worries. No medication, no complicated tricks. Your body already knows how to rest, you just have to give it a chance to remember. And then, as the lights go out and your breath softens, you will realize sleep is not something we lose with age. It only needs to be invited back with self-love, deep listening, and small, loving rituals each night. If you found today's sharing helpful, leave a comment like, "I deserve a peaceful night's sleep," a gentle affirmation to yourself. Do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone who may also be longing for a full night of rest. Together, we will build a loving, healing community filled with positive energy every night.